What's up, everybody? It's me, Miss Pat, the spiritual light passing through. And I wanted to come back and say hello to you. Y'all haven't seen the normal Pat in a while. Y'all been hanging out with the Pat that takes care of business and Sammy. And I wanted to let you all know there's things that I do on this channel to kind of get your mind understanding things. I try to teach people how to think about stuff, especially when it comes down to the undercurrent energies that are handling things at this time. You understand what I'm saying? When you see evil doing things, you have to be able to know how to handle evil when it comes up to you. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to see it as it is. And a lot of us take things literally instead of understanding the undercurrent energy that has the issue with you. You understand what I mean? So I try to get people to think. That's the main point of this channel, is to get you to understand how to think defensively and how to think and see spiritually into a situation. Okay, and use that on a regular basis instead of always being ready to react or feeling like it is a person that's coming after you, when actually it's not a person, it's a spirit. You understand? It's a spirit that knows you very well, knows your push points, and you have to know how to be able to handle that. And once you understand what you're dealing with, then at that point you know how to combat it. And sometimes these spirits are beyond our ability to fight, okay? And we have to ask the Most High to be able to step in for us and help us in many ways, okay? So that's what my channel is like. That's the reason why you'll see me do different things that everybody has not done. People like, oh, she's over the top and all this other stuff. No, I'm just trying to get you to think. It's an exercise. You understand what I'm saying? I told y'all in the beginning of this, I'm a different type of person. I'm a different type of teacher. And a lot of people do not understand that. No, I leave the scriptures for the guys to do. That's something that they can count out scriptures out of their heads. But if you're a true student, and reading all these different books, you'll understand exactly what I am doing. You'll understand exactly what I'm talking about because you've read these scriptures yourself, okay? Some things I'm trying to leave for you to do because the Most High wants you to open those books. He wants you to learn so He can talk directly to you through those books so you'll be able to see certain things, okay? Now, today I wanted to talk to you guys about punishment and really what that is truly like today. Okay? Now, and how the Most High hit me with this. He said, remember the good humor situation you had when you was a kid. I'll tell y'all about a small story about when I was a little kid. I did something. I don't know what it was, but it was bad enough that I was on punishment for about 2 weeks, okay? And I knew it had something to do with me not listening and me being the oldest and all the other kids doing something. I knew better, but they ended up overruling and something got messed up that was pretty big. So I ended up on punishment for 2 weeks. Now, during this punishment for 2 weeks, I don't have really a nice sister. I don't have a nice cousins. You know what I'm saying? They're not on punishment, but I am. I get to watch them do things like go to the playground and play. I get to watch them get candy and, potato chips and stuff like that. But there was this one thing that I just could not take. That was a part of my punishment, and this is when the good humor truck would come past. Now, if you remember this when you was in the 70s, the good humor truck was better than the ice cream truck with the other kind of ice cream that would swirl up and you would get the nuts and all of that other stuff on it. Okay, the good humor truck had those Welch's grape juice popsicles. That's before they started tampering with it, when it was actually Welch's grape juice bars. Okay, I love those, and the good humor strawberry shortcake crunch ice creams. Woo, baby, I would do all of your chores for one of them. Okay. And that truck came past, I think, during the week, my final week of punishment, and my cousins and all of them got ice cream, and my granddaddy said, "Nope, you can't have nothing." Okay, and I was like, oh, I done watched y'all get candy and everything else, and y'all gonna do me like this? This is just the last week of my punishment. How y'all just gonna do this to me? I had to watch them. Now, I got a sister and cousin that's sitting there eating their little Welch's grape juice bars and You know what I'm saying? They just, don't you want some? I mean, they was doing the most to me. I mean, really the most. Acted a fool. I mean, my grandfather would sit back, on the porch doing whatever with his tools and stuff like that, cleaning off his tools. And he watching them teasing me, throw the paper after they done and the little sticks and stuff at me, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They did a whole lot. And then with the other chores and things like that, they would leave the table messed up, so I would have to clean it up by myself. All these kind of things. He watched all of this. He watched how my cousins treated me really, really bad. Once my punishment was over with, my granddaddy took everybody to Walgreens. Now, this is when Walgreens actually used to have an area where it had a restaurant in it. And it had like a whole area, like a counter where you could sit up there, and they had sundaes and banana splits and soft serve. You know what I'm saying? They had humongous sundaes that stood like this with the strawberry, start with the cherries and the big straws and all of that. And he took all of us there. And he ordered me a strawberry shake, strawberry shake and everything. And my cousins was waiting for theirs, like, I want a chocolate one and this and this and that. And he did not give them anything. He didn't buy them nothing. And they sat there and they looking like, where's ours? And he sat up there and he explained to them. He said, first of all, Lil Pat got in trouble because of you all not doing what you were supposed to do. And then when she was on punishment, you went out of y'all's way to act a fool. You threw stuff at her. You threw garbage at her. You didn't clean up your own plates. You sat up there and had potato chips and things, and you would act like you were giving her something, and it would be nothing in there, or it'd be dirt inside of it. It was all kind of stuff that they was doing. He's like, you all went out of your way to hurt her feelings because she was on punishment. And today, I'm getting her a sundae, and you're going to sit here and you're going to watch her eat it. And then after that, I'm going to go get her some candy, and you're going to watch her eat that too. Today is going to be all about Lil Pat, and you all are going to watch her have a good time the same way she watched you all have a good time. Now, the Most High brought that situation back to my mind because he said, this is exactly what I'm doing to you all right now through your punishment. Yes, the Edomites and the Gentiles are doing their thing in this world, okay? And you have to understand, you have to go as a captive underneath their rules, all right? And their rules are about them. And the only time that these people come around you is when they need you, okay? They did this little so-called bill, Emmett Till bill, because the Democrats have heard the grumbling in the black community that the black community is not here for the Democrats anymore. So they trying to pull out all the stops right now. Oh, they can give you a bill about the Crown bill, so you don't have to worry about your employer discriminating against you for a job about your hair. But that same employer can turn around and write a policy, a business policy in their business that they hire you at and say, we only like hair that looks this way and that way. So that fucking bill don't mean anything, okay? The Crown one, okay? That's the first thing they did. Then they turned around and they did this. They're trying to appease the black community because they need the black community right now, because they've pulled their asses out as the Democrats and smacked it in front of everybody in the world. So they know that they're not getting no help from the white folks, and they definitely not going to get no help they might get a little help from the immigrants and the Asians, but that's not enough to carry them over. They're going to need the black vote. So they're going to do some stupid shit like this to appease you. A bill that's 122 years too late. First of all, since the beginning of time, murder has always been a bad thing. Even in our 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill, okay? For some reason, in their world, that only applies to them and not to us. That, they cannot be killed. But us, it's open season on your ass. You understand? So it took them all the way to 2022 to say it's wrong to kill black people when it's always been wrong, period, to murder anybody. Okay? Now this is why I need y'all to think. What are they really giving you? They playing in your face right now. Just like they was playing in your face about the Crown Bill. Okay? You got all of these different senators and Kamala standing there with her hands looking like they're doing something. What they're trying to do is the brainwash thing. Okay? They doing the Jedi mind trick again. And there's some of our people that's going to fall for that bullshit. And some of us is saying, you know what? It's not happening. It's not happening. And what you all have to understand is that the Most High, Moses told you, these people are not going to give you a goddamn thing. They're not going to give you shit. I'm going to be the one to give you your recompense. And trust me, what I give you, they could never give you in a million years. So what are you doing? Why are you feeling a certain type of way about this shit for? I told you they ain't going to give you nothing. They're going to give all your money to people that are not even citizens of this country before they give something to you. California is just basically saying, we don't talk about it. Y'all better understand something coming from the city of Chi. Since it's some die-hard black folks that just really want something out of this system. And they lie every year. Our ancestors died for us to vote. No, they didn't. They died trying to be a part of this fucked up ass system that they were never going to get anything out of. Because it's been written in your books that you would not get anything from the Gentiles, period. End of story. Your brother told you exactly what was going to happen. He told you that. They ain't gonna give you shit but a hard time. Why? Because it's a part of your punishment. If you want to play the game with them, this election season, that thing that you all, this vote will change the world. That's what they've been pushing down your fucking throat and trying to brainwash you with all this time. Then do what the city of Chicago might do. Us gangsters here, hold that motherfucker till they give you some money. Oh, you want my vote? Write the check. Well, we can't write a check until we get in office. You got a whole Democrat president, a whole Democrat representative, House of Representatives, enough people in the Senate to do something. You better get that old senile son of a bitch to sit up there and write a bill that's gonna throw some checks our way. Until, if not, you can kiss all your seats goodbye. You see my vote? I'm putting it in my pocket. All right? You understand? Yeah. If they that desperate, then let them show you how desperate they are. Let them get on their knees and beg your ass for your vote. See, y'all don't realize when the boat is turned in that right direction to be able to put the damn screws to these people. They sitting up here patronizing you. Yeah. Here's the Emmett Till bill. Here's the Crown bill. All of a sudden you can give us all this bullshit that don't mean nothing. Juneteenth Day. Yeah, who you playing with? You're playing in everybody's face. And I just watched you give billions to a bunch of motherfuckers we don't even know. People we weren't even talking to 2 months ago. Y'all already know the end of this story. You're not getting anything from these people yet. But if you do what I tell you to, we might come out of here with great substance. You might get that check. Seeing as that if this vote means so much to them, then make them work for it. I'm not giving you a vote for nobody that's a Democrat. In fact, I'm not going to vote at all. See how well you do. You all ain't done nothing for black folks anyway, so what could it hurt? See, that's the thing. They have literally brainwashed you all to thinking that voting is going to change your situation. And it don't. The hood is still the hood. I don't care if you, even locally, you can try to do some things locally. Maybe that might make life a little bit better wherever you live at. But on the federal stage, ain't shit changed. Nothing. Somebody got to write a bill to tell your police officers not to kill other people. Somebody got to write a bill that the good old boys, that no matter if you get caught in their area and they want to do something funky to you, they going to do it anyway, regardless if there's a bill or not. You got to, they like, hey, they like catch me if you can. Y'all got to think about this stuff. On our punishment, the Most High said, I'm going to recompense you. And don't and people like, well, wait a minute, God doesn't think like that. God is a good God. God doesn't, he's not a warring God. He's not a God that's gonna be mean on us. See, that's how the Gentiles think. But from what I read, and he said it straight out, don't think that I came here for peace. I didn't come here for peace. I came to set mother against father, mother against daughter and father against son. Husband against wife. That's what I came here to do. Do you honestly think that the age of Aquarius is us? This is the age of Aquarius. No, this is the age of fucking justice. Do you understand what justice looks like? Rights being made wrong. People who've been allowed to get away with terrible things, getting what's coming to them. Up and comings is coming up for some folks that's been allowed to just get away with shit forever, and this country is one of them. Our brother ain't coming here smiling in folks' faces. Are you crazy? He's coming here to fuck shit up. See, this is what people don't understand. Right now, we're in that area of grace. Every time you don't see those skies crack open, you are in an area of grace. Thank God, pray, repent, get yourself together as much as you possibly can. Because when he breaks these skies, it ain't gonna be no token. It ain't gonna be no, I'm sorry, please, I'm sorry. What did I tell y'all when he came to hell? He like, open up your gates and let them be lifted up. I'm not here to talk to you. You saw how Hades got himself together. Hey, bro, if I had known you, I would have let your ass in and would get served hors d'oeuvres. Do you understand? When he steps on the scene, it ain't going to be no time then to say we were wrong. You got time right now to get yourself together. But when he sits up here and comes on the scene and say, yeah, I'm not here to smile in anybody's face. I'm not here to discuss shit. I'm here to get rid of all other BS that's been here for the last 1,000, 6,000, 7,000 years, baby. I've given you more than enough time to repent. Now I'm here to kick your ass. See, this is what people don't seem to understand nor get. This time is coming to an end. I saw something inside my yard this weekend. I went out there to look at my flowers to see how what I'm going to do to make my backyard pretty. I always make my area where I'm at, and especially a place where I want to be near nature, beautiful. And I'm looking at my perennials and things like that, seeing how well they doing. And I happen to look at one of my shrubs, one of my evergreen shrubs that I have. And one earlier in the summer was okay. One was okay. And then the other one was, when I looked in it, that's how I knew something was going on with Ariel, the sun, that on the inside it was burnt. And this time when I looked at the opposite one, the one that was burnt and I got rid of all the leaves, it came back and reflourished itself, and it's beautiful, and it's a little different than it was last time. But when I looked at the other tree, it now, which when it was okay earlier last year, now it's burnt on the inside. And something said just as quietly to me, do not hurt no green thing, do not hurt the earth or any green thing before I have sealed my servants. And I said to myself, now the Erkadashi have been clowning y'all. Y'all know with all these tornadoes and stuff coming through, they tearing up everything. They also, a lot of fires are happening now that are tearing up whole communities and burning everything down to the ground. I said, well, I'll be. He may be finished sealing his servants at this point. I know some people feel like that, his coming may be far away, but from what I've read, it sounds like we right there at that precipice, and I feel it. It's something inside the air that keeps making me feel like we're on the verge. We're like on a roller coaster that goes up, and then we get to that hump part where you can see the drop, and you hear the bottom, the last two like little wheels going right before you get ready to take that drop. That's where we're at right now. We're right there, and everything that he said that would happen is happening. So we're living through prophecy right now, you guys. I don't expect anything from these people, and I never have. Why? Because of what my brother said. They're not going to give you nothing. All you doing is watching them act a fool and throw shit in your face the way I was as a kid. The paper and putting dirt and things, you know what I'm saying? Teasing you. But I'm going to tell you something. When my cousin sat there and watched me get this beautiful sundae with all of this, I mean, it beat the Welch's grape juice, popsicle, that thing. I mean, if you remember Woolworths, and not Woolworths, but Walgreens, when they used to have a restaurant in it, y'all know what I'm talking about. They had them big, gigantic sundaes that was bigger than a kid. You had to sit up on the stool to actually get to the straw to suck it down. That was like the best thing ever. Okay, the best thing ever. And my granddaddy got that for me. But my cousins they was so sick. They was sour faced. They was screw faced forever. They was done. You could have sold their asses for 5 cents, baby. They was like, what? If they had acted like they had some sense and not did what they did to me, they would have shared that too. But they thought they was getting something while they was getting it. My grandfather showed me, I can give you even better, because you handled that well. He saw my face. He saw I was hurt. That's what our brother gonna do with us when he come back. This shit that they got in this world is nothing compared to him. The technology they got in this world is nothing compared to the technology he got, clearly from the different little things I've seen moving around in the sky. A cell phone? A computer? This, I told y'all, spitting toilet paper down here. Well, Big Bro got it. Well, as soon as I sit up here and think my ship rises up out the damn ocean. Come on now. What would you want a BMW for? I'm just saying. When your brother got this kind of stuff sitting here waiting for you to be able to understand how to use. I don't know if y'all remember Price is Right, but remember when they used to have that, now would you take this or would you go for what's behind door number da-da-da-da-da? And usually when people pick door da-da-da-da, it was like not only did you get a car, you got a trip, you got some money, and if you just would have stayed with your little, pots and pans and stuff like that, you chose to go through that's what this is. So they can keep they funky ass little Emmett Till bill. That boy is dead in the ground over a lying ass. Y'all know what I want to say. Okay? Who knew she was lying for years and kept her mouth shut, lived her whole life and didn't nobody say nothing. And even when she did come up and say what she had did, they did not put that bitch in jail. All I got to say is, are you going to take they scraps and scream and holler about their scraps? Or are you going to wait for what your brother got for you? It's up to you. And it's all free agency here. But if you really want to play with these people until your brother come and have a nice kiki on their asses, hold that vote. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your chest. Let's see how far they'll bend and beg for that bad boy once they lose enough seats. Because they're going to lose some seats this term around, honey. But anyway, that was what was on my mind. I hope you all have a wonderful Passover. And you all take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.